Hey, hello. Welcome to Folk You. For the first time this is our 17th remote broadcast. And for the first time, I got a little error message there, and I had a moment of panic. I'll admit it. I'm generally not a very panicful person, but it was there because I'm excited to hear the performers tonight, and I know that out there you're going to enjoy it as well. But by God, we're live, and we already have one heart up there, so I'm feeling pretty good and getting emotional already. So once again, thank you for coming to Folk You. This is a singer-songwriter round robin that has been going on in the greater Chicagoland area, mostly including Chicagoland singer-songwriters, but we have had international songwriters who have appeared over the years and from all over the U.S. as well, but generally it's a Chicago thing. And if you're curious what a round robin is, which some of you might be, it's an opportunity for songwriters to get together and to play mini sets of their own original material, and then to pass the musical baton on to another songwriter, and they do a little mini set. It goes on to the next person, and then however many are included in this labyrinthine arrangement, and then it comes around again to the first person and goes around however many times that we have determined that it will occur. And I will leave that a mystery for those who are tuning in tonight. But if you have watched this before or been to a live Folk You kind of have an idea of how this is going to go. So I'm Larry O'Dean. I am the host of the show. I have been hosting it since 2001. My God, December 2001. So our 20th year officially kicks off in January. And let me give quick introductions to the other performers who are here tonight. They are all Folk You veterans, although I don't know if it's been a while, at least for Howie. But since I mentioned Howie, I'm not going to go in the order that everyone's up here right now because I've already evoked the name of Howie Kantoff. So I'm so happy to have Howie back.
We have invoked Howie Kantoff.
Howie is an awesome songwriter and a great drummer, and I'm giving you a heads up. I'm going to play one or two songs from a project that Howie played on with me many years ago, specifically because Howie's here tonight, and he's probably thinking, God damn it, I was hoping he wouldn't play any of that stuff, but the cat's out of the bag. So I love to have Howie back. And also joining us are the League of Erics. You know, when I think one Eric is going to do it, we actually have two. So they may even have a third or a fourth Eric somewhere in the background there.
They're under the table doing all the sound work.
That's the way to do it. Put the Erics to work.
That's right.
So guys, have I forgotten anything in my endless spiels about the opening of the shows? I don't think so, right? I think we're pretty good to go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, they're all defaulted.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Well, they want to drink and they want to relax before they get a chance to play, and we're already getting some hellos over here. So let them relax. Howie, I will see you soon, and Eric's, I will see you less soon than Howie, but soon. All right, and it's just me here. Yes. Wow. So, wow, thanks again for being here. And as I said, this is our 19th year of doing this, and 17th of the pandemic. And when I first got online here to get prepped, the Erics were already here, and those dudes I know have been playing some live shows. I myself am not ready to do that. And my choice. I do hope that we're back next year doing live performances, like face-to-face performances, I guess is a good way to put it. And at the same time, it's doing it remotely has kind of helped me to hone my chops, as they say. Definitely not my rambling chops. That I can do in any context, but it's been an interesting experience to be as exposed as this in some ways. You're by yourself, but you realize that you're really not. And much as I'm looking forward to getting back to the actual face-to-face stuff, I think this has been a good experience for me to do it this way anyway. And maybe the world's not ready for Larry O'Dean to get back to face-to-face performing. I don't know. But it should happen, and hopefully it will happen earlier than later in our 20th year. My God. So I think that's all I need to say for now. You know how this thing works. I am going to get this started, and first song I'm going to play is by a band that I'm in called The Injured Parties, and it's off of this, our debut album, Fun with a Purpose. Yes, I know, with the reflection there. Ooh, yeah. The beautiful artwork of Lloyd Dangle there on the cover with his various thematic images to fit the songs on the album. And this is one that was inspired by, I teach, and for a time I was commuting to Indiana, and on 94, I think it was on 94, I used to see this billboard that said American Comfort on it. And I'm pretty sure it was for a mattress. And it's one of these things where I passed this billboard a number of times, and then finally it's just like every time I saw it, it just like a little bell went off in my head. And so eventually from this commute came this song called American Comfort. And yeah, I hope you like it. Hope you like it. Here we go. Hummer does 95 down the highway I will drive. Give me a ticket and I will pay to drive my Hummer another day. American Comfort, take me away. American Comfort, get out of my way. My satellite dish gets Chinese news, Brazilian sports and African cartoons. I don't understand a single word of any of the languages that I have heard. American Comfort, globally preferred. American Comfort, giving you the bird. Retire at 75. I look back at my life, playing stocks and having drinks under umbrellas on the golf links. American Comfort, wrapped up in mink. American Comfort, American Comfort stinks. American Comfort, American Comfort, American American comfort. Yeah. Oh, felt good. Getting past the first one is always something special for me. So that song has been in my band set and solo set or was in the sets for a long time, and then I kind of thought I'm playing that too much and moved it out, and it's still kind of in the less in than out portion, but man, it always feels good to play it. So I hope you enjoyed it, especially its caustic worldview. But anyway, so I'm going to play a new one. One of the it's pre-pandemic. There has actually been a few numbers that I've written during the pandemic. I don't point that out because that's necessarily fantastic that I did that, but I know some people have said that they found it hard to do it for whatever reason, maybe the mental anguish that we've all been going through. In other cases, it seems like sometimes it's good to wait until you're on the other side of something before you can begin to digest it. Even if it doesn't end up being something that's really personal, you still need to kind of filter it. But, it's kind of a moot point because I'm not playing any of that stuff tonight, but this is newer, not recorded. And I don't want to, the title of it will become apparent, so I don't want to announce it ahead of time. I'll just say I hope you like it. I know you're feeling funny. Things have been a little weird. You've been acting distant, but it's worse than I feared. You call it a midlife crisis with all that it entails, but instead of leasing a Jaguar, you've been blasting out emails. Don't send me your dick pics. For them I never asked. Don't send me your dick pics, or I'll just have to send them back. Don't you find it inappropriate? Doesn't it seem kinda wrong? And dumb me using your smartphone and texting me your schlong. It's not that I am prudish, I keep an open mind. But when opening an attachment, it's not a dick I hope to find. Don't send me your dick pics. For them I didn't ask. Don't send me your dick pics, or I'll just have to send them back. Maybe you need a vacation. You've been working every day. I never a guest that over time was being used in quite this way, this way. Your lesson, this kind of thing won't do. I expect to never again receive any dick pics from you. And if the urge should strike, you shouldn't snort and scoff. It may be the only answer then is to chop that dick right off. Don't send me your dick pics. Don't send them to me. Don't send me your dick pics. It's something I just can't unsee. It's something I just can't unsee. Don't send those dick pics to me. So I don't know if that's like a good song to follow, or I don't know. I don't know what your feelings are about that, Howie. I shouldn't even probe and ask. I shouldn't mention probe and dick pic in the same phrase, right? Right? It's not good.
It's a tough act to follow for sure.
It is. All right. Well,
change the topic entirely.
Okay. Well, as I said at the beginning ish, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. It has. How long has it been since you folk-u'd? You know,
4 or 5 years. We did this at Sylvie's Lounge.
Yeah, that was our last venue, and the whole, what's going on with Sylvie's is up in the air. Last time I checked, they were going to try to reopen, but then I heard Sylvie's had been ill, not with COVID, but with something else. And so that's another issue facing me in the new year is finding a new venue, but I did love and continue to love Sylvie's. So we hope to still be back there. And I am thrilled. It's 4 years is too long. It's just too damn long. So I'm going to knock it off. I'm going to give the floor over to you. I'm looking forward to it, as I've said now a couple times. So it's time that I heard some Howie. And I'll see you next time around.
All right. Larry, thank you so much. It is great to be here. I'm just going to imagine in my mind's eye that I am in Sylvie's Lounge with a beer right in front of me. You can all imagine that too if you've ever been there. So I'm going to start with 2 songs that are kind of old from my 2001 CD I made called I'm Not Okay, You're Not Okay. Empty bottles on the table, broken records on the floor. I'll send a postcard if I'm able. I didn't make it to the door today. Doing nothing on the sofa on a Friday afternoon. Everything that I look at only makes me think of you. again. It goes on and on into the night and into the dawn. And on under the moon. And on into the silent secret snow. And on into the blue. Remembering letters that you sent me. And driving around in my car. Maybe I should change the ashtray. It's spilling over on the tile once again. It goes on and on into the night and into the dawn. And on under the moon. And on into the silent secret snow. And on into the blue. Take a number, get in line. I'm on automatic, raise an hourglass, make a toast to memories that always seem to be just out of reach. It goes on and on into the night and into the dawn. And on under the moon. And on into the silent secret snow. And on into the blue. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right, and the crowd goes crazy out there in the virtual world. Another one from my 2001 CD. This one is called A Kind of Death. I never learned the rules to this game. I put the manual over my eyes. I don't know what the problem is. Something must be wrong with me, I know. I don't dig the things you do for kicks. I don't dig the office politics. Sick and tired by the end of the day when nothing's left and I'm not really there. I never asked no one to be dropped off in this place. I never asked no one to be here. And if you don't understand, take one good look into my face. I never asked no one to be here, but here I am. You used to know what's going on. You rode the blue line, now you're high and dry in a suit and tie. You used to be a hero to me. You used to care about yourself, things used to matter to you. Now your things are all you've got. You've given up, you're a ghost. You never asked no one to be dropped off in this place. You never asked no one to be here. And if you don't understand, take one good look into my face. You never asked no one to be here, but here you are. Here you are. Here you are. Here you are. And we're digging our own grave every day. Put more nails in the coffee, yeah. And if you got something to say, say it now before you draw your last breath in a kind of death. No time to see what's going on across the ocean. When you wear your watch too tight, it cuts off your circulation. The ice cold Chicago River at night, it ain't nothing like the sand. When I get home tonight, I'm gonna cut my line and let the water rush in. We never asked no one to be dropped off in these places. We never asked no one to be here. And if you don't understand, take one good look into our faces. We never asked no one to be here, but here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
Woo! Hey, man, that was great. That was excellent.
Good work.
Well done, man.
We salute you with our whatever we're drinking.
Palestinian Grappa Uzo knockoff. Hey, there we go.
All right, man. That better not be apple juice.
It's my secret what we got here.
There we go.
Nice.
Not very rock and roll at all.
That's, you know what? Stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is rock and roll. All right. Hey, guys.
Hello.
I wasn't sure if Larry was going to come in at this point. But tonight, we have the League of Erics. Eric Stafford Dens.
Eric Peter Schwartz.
And tonight we're going to be, since we have 5 songs, we're going to play the 5 songs on our upcoming album, Graveyard Party, which you can't see because the camera is making it a blind spot. Yeah. But we're playing all 5 songs on the new EP, which comes out 2 weeks from today. So here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Giant monsters, where will they go? Giant monsters, how do I know about giant monsters, they will not let me be. Giant monsters, they are dragging my city into the sea. Giant monsters,
monsters. Roll the stakes of man. The giant monsters, they are rampaging across the land. Giant monsters, destruction in their wake. Giant monsters, making that radioactive cave. Giant monsters, where will they go? The giant monsters, they are cracking hard through Tokyo. Giant monsters, where they almost dead. Giant monsters, or is it all inside my head? In my head. Corner Pete liked to handle the meat the cops brought him. He liked solving the crimes and the lessons it taught him. But every once in a while there was a sheet-covered body. Corner Pete could only describe as a hottie. And he'd think, it's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. It's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Oh, it's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Oh, it's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Like all the others. So let me say something to you boys and you girls. He never crossed that line, so stop clutching your pearls. It haunted him to know that it crossed his mind. And he descended quickly into whiskey and wine. Because he said, it's too bad that you're dead, so we could be lovers. It's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Oh, it's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Oh, it's too bad that you're dead, 'cause we could be lovers. Like no other. Before too long, he was no longer Coroner Pete. He was just another drunk out walking the streets. When he had enough money, he'd get him a whore and pay her enough to act like a corpse. And he would say, we pretended again so we could be lovers. pretend to be dead so we can be lovers. We pretend to be dead so we can be lovers. We pretend to be dead so we can be lovers. Like so many others.
Thank you, Larry.
Nice
Thank
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sitting there lingering, waiting for the moment to jump in. Don't want to jump in too soon, but also want to make sure I get that fresh applause in there, you know?
Sure.
Those are both awesome. I don't think I've heard any of this stuff, right?
I think all of this will be new to you.
Well, Giant Monsters has been around for a while, but
I don't know that we played it when we played Folk U though. So.
Yeah, I think I would have remembered Giant Monsters because that was fantastic. I mean, they're both great, but that one is just like right in the craw, you know. It hits me in my sweet spot. Yeah.
yes. Oh,
Show me your arm.
no.
And how
This is how much we love Giant Monsters. He has Godzilla's Destroy All Monsters tattooed into his flesh. So there's James Abood behind us.
You're serious about this? Oh, there we go.
A talented friend who's also a very good drinking buddy.
Oh yes, and the guy who brought us together.
Is he the one who's been the blur that I've seen all along here?
Yes. He's also been mixing us drinks, and he's just a wonderful chap.
James,
Yeah.
what are we drinking this evening?
This is arak. This is a Palestinian beverage. It's an anise liqueur, and it's got lots of alcohol. And we're having a real nice time.
Surprisingly
drinking it.
smooth.
Very smooth. Anyway,
You're not sponsored by this particular beverage, are you? By any?
absolutely not. But we are sponsored by James Abood. So there we go. Anyway,
It's true.
on with your set, Larry. I want to hear your song.
Hey, well, that was just awesome, and you're getting some great comments off to the side. So if you can,
Cool. I see Mr. Eric Jarvie is with us, and our
Jarvie.
friend Teresa. Thank you, guys.
he says he's such a fan he changed his first name. So
He did.
he did a variation. He's the Eric with the K. You know, we need like the QUE now.
He's our ambassador to the K Eric commune.
Yes. He is one of those believers who says an Eric must be a K, which in this Eric, we are believers in the Holy See Eric.
Well,
And you can
I'm
tell that
odd.
we're drinking, right?
I'm odd no matter how you look at it. Yes, continue the beveraging. I'm going to let you guys have a break, and I will see you next time around.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
Rock on, guys.
Yeah. Wow. So that is a great first pass. I guess you could call it a first set for everybody's first set, but like first pass, I guess would be the official language for that. And yeah, wow, I love those guys. And that's the Erics and Howie sounding really good. So I am going to kick off this second set here with a song off of my last solo record that I put out, which was it's a record to me, but album, whatever, in 2015 called Good Grief. And this is the one I mentioned semi-cryptically. I don't know if it's really cryptically that Howie drummed on. And Howie is, you know, as you have no doubt discovered or had reproven to you, an awesome songwriter. And he's also an incredible drummer. So I was really lucky to get him to play on that album. And I'm going to do a song off of it called Do Not Follow. Again, humorously enough, another one inspired by my driving around. And I think I was behind, like a city truck or something, like a municipal vehicle. And it had a big, words on the back said, do not follow. And then underneath it said, please do not get within 10 feet of this vehicle. And of course, at the time I was within 2 feet of the vehicle. And I just thought that sounded like a good imperative, do not follow. And so when I was putting the set together for tonight, knowing how he was going to be here, I said, let's see which ones from Good Grief might come across well. And this is one I don't play all that often. And as I strummed through it earlier, I realized that even though it was not written that way, it can definitely have a particular pandemic take a way of reading it through a pandemic lens, at least most of it, certainly the first couple of verses. So hope you like it. It is in the key of G for those that are wondering. And I bet you that's none of you, but it is in the key of G. It's time to get back what we had when we started before it all blew away. Like a bunch of dead leaves falling from the trees that were alive yesterday. It happens like that, the blink of an eye, and you're wondering where it all went wrong. Now that you didn't try enough or harder, too little or too long. Do not follow where others have already gone. Do not follow too close behind what's been done. They'll talk out of both sides of their mouths. Confusion is the key, keeping you unbalanced and making you care what anyone else thinks. Do not follow where others have already gone. Do not follow too close behind what's been done. You're dressed for success in the clothes of the moment, bought right off the rack. Well, just look around, today's fashion plates, tomorrow hate the shirts on their backs. There's always authority, the rulers and the rule, they'll land up like dominoes. If one should fall forward or to the side, who knows where things would go. So do not follow where others have already gone. Do not follow too close behind what's been done. Do not follow. Do not follow. Thank you. Thank you. Again, that felt good pulling that one out of the from the oeuvre, one of my favorite French words. Not the oof, but the oeuvre. Although I like oeuvres too. So I'm going to do another newer song that has not yet been recorded, and this is one that I think it was. It was a number of months ago, pre-pandemic, but definitely written partially in the spirit of the prior presidency. And while the whole thing by no means deals with that in any way, at least part of it did. So when I kind of realized when that was over, because God, it doesn't seem to be, I had to do a little tweaking. So hopefully my tweaks will work. And if you haven't heard it before, you won't know what the tweaks are or what they were before. And this is a song that's very chorus heavy by design. So hope you like it. The chorus will be very apparent, as I said, once it kicks in. Feel free to sing along at home once you figure it out, or to curse me at home. Either one will work. Here we go. met your pa. I ran off with your ma. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. Went on vacation down in Mexico. Too much tequila made me go loco. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. In the car, driving fast. Now I can't ungive it the gas. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. The ATM devoured my card. Now I think I punched it too hard. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. I saved time when I bought online. Now my identity's no longer mine. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. I voted to send Washington a message. 4 years of madness and lingering wreckage. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. It seems life is beyond my control. Maybe I should make giving up my goal. Sent my kids to all the best schools, but you can't do stupid a fool. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. Met a girl at the bar one night. She passed out, didn't put up a fight. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. I prayed God would forgive all my sins. I met the gate, but he won't let me in. I hate it when that happens. 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 Thank you. Ooh, a pithy bout of applause there. Thank you so much. Thanks, Howie. I will turn things over to you. Again, enjoying hearing your stuff. You're in fine voice. And yes, thank you so much for your contributions to this.
It brings back the memories of a basement on the far west side of Chicago. I believe it was a good time, and it was good to hear that song.
Yes. Oh, wow. Well, I truly appreciate the work you did on that, and I'm going to let you take the floor as it is, and I will again see you the next pass around.
Thanks again, Larry, and thank you, League of Erics, for planting some indelible images into my mind that will probably linger for quite a while. I appreciate it. What would tonight be without a true, actual pandemic song written during the pandemic, about the pandemic, right in the thick of it all? Here we go. It started in a crowded bar. We were told to stay at home. All those rules, you wouldn't listen. First you got a runny nose, then a tickle in your throat. 2 weeks later, you went under. You thought you were untouchable. You thought you could float above it all. Now it's too late, your screen's gone gray. You thought you were invincible. were covered up. You were sticking out your tongue, spitting in the face of reason. A self-made man without fear, that's who you saw in the mirror. Well, you're the one who's been chicken, my friend. Hey, hey, nah, nah. A thousand lies of every shape and every size floating up from the gutter. How does it feel now that you're king of your own country? The United States of I'm an asshole. And in the evening we'll be singing the last gasp of all for one and one for all. I thought we were untouchable. I thought we were invincible. All right, little pandemic song for you all. Next one, on a little bit of a lighter note, is about the untimely, tragic demise of Chris Cornell. I swear in real life I am not this morbid, but that's when some of the songs come out. So this I think I did at the last Folk U that I played at, 2017, I'm pretty sure, when it was all very fresh. Over our heads like a god upon the stage, you were all the rage, voice like thunder, you had us beaten from your hand. We thought you were the man. And hey, my friend, I can't believe that this is how it ends. The ones who cared about you couldn't get to you, as the voices in your head told you what to do. Burning airplane screaming through the sky, we didn't read the dials, spiraling downward. We couldn't see the flames, although they were in every song we sang it. Hey, my friend, no one was there with you at the end. You were lying face down on the hotel bathroom floor, with the belt around your neck you never asked for. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, your wife and children, moving through the days with the empty space. Those who let you, they don't have a clue about what went down with you, and it's alright. You're forgiven now that you've left that rusty cage behind. The voices in your head told you what to do, and the voices in your head were always there with you. Things were better back in the day, when you didn't have these kinds of bills to pay. The leather belt you wore remained around your waist, and the voices in your head you never asked for. They were the voices in your head you never asked for. It was the voices in your head you never asked for. Never asked for.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Way to go, Howie.
We thought we would freeze for you to. What's up? Yeah.
You guys are frozen. I think you're frozen.
That's what she said.
Yeah. What? All right. Anyway, Howie, that was awesome, man. I love your the fact that you wrote a song for Chris Cornell is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
big
probably
fan.
not the world's biggest Chris Cornell and Soundgarden fan, but I'm a fan enough, and that was
anything that moves you to write a song like that is you get a tragedy like that, it's gonna move you to write something like that. So well done, man. Awesome. All right, thank you. A couple more songs here from Graveyard Party. This is the title track. This is Mr. Dinz's song, Graveyard Party.
Too much fun, I want to just look around. Dancing tonight on everybody's grave. Going to go surfing on the that wave. No more problems, no more regrets. Nobody's leaving, no, not yet. Come on! I start a fire with a stick. I'm taking care of business, won't you take it quick? I'm digging my grave, digging it so deep. I'm getting ready for a turn steep. No more problems, no more regrets. Nobody's leaving, no, not yet. Come on! Crack the dawn so far away, I can't fit seen in the light of day. Digging my grave, digging it so deep. I'm getting ready for eternal sleep. No more problems, no more regrets. My graveyard party's the best one yet. Come on!
So, our album, our EP, Graveyard Party, will be out the 29th of October, just in time to get into your Halloween playlist. 5 songs. You've heard 3 of them so far, and they all have kind of a creepy, evil twist to it, because that's what we do. We're the League of Erics. We do ditties about drinking, death, debauchery, and the devil. And this is a song about my favorite vampire movie and one of his favorites. It's not his favorite.
My favorite is still Horror Dracula. Sorry.
Christopher Lee, right?
Yes.
Christopher Lee. This is Nosferatu Blues. 2, 3, 4. Did you offer your throat? Did you offer your throat? Yeah. Did you offer your throat up to the vampire? Did your fish belly white skin make him give in to desire? Can you keep him there? Can you keep him there? Oh, can you keep him there until the morning light? Can you keep him drinking you, this creature of the night? Go, Mr. Dino!
Do another one. Here we go.
Was it love? Was it love? Yeah. Oh, was it love? Or was it hunger that brought the devil to ruin when that valley was under? Did you offer your throat? Did you offer your love? Did you offer your throat up to the vampire? Did your fish belly white skin make him give in to desire? Oh! Sundown, you better take care of your mind. You've been creeping up my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care of your mind. You've been creeping up my back stairs. Boom. Thank you, Larry.
I was trying to make a pithy comment over there about the working the Lightfoot in there, and I was just going to say Lightfoot, and then I thought I should say Gordon, not Lori, just to draw the distinction in there.
They should tour together.
Well, what I'd like to do is put them both into an arena with knives and see who emerges. And I have a feeling. I mean, Lori, she seems pretty tough, but I think Gordon would take her out pretty fast.
Gordon has seen some shit, so yeah.
I don't know if you could read his mind. I don't know if he could pull it off.
Let's see how many Lightfoot lyrics you can work in there. Well, Lori Lightfoot lyrics, because
Lori
people don't know.
lyrics. Absolutely.
Everybody get a shot.
So, guys, that sounded really great again. I noticed the sort of creepy theme earlier, and, it being close to Halloween, I thought, do I have any, monster songs? I think you can look and extrapolate monsterish things from certain songs, but
absolutely.
It put me in mind of one that I have that's called Famous Monsters, that is from an early cassette-only release, so that should say a lot. Although now, no, because cassettes are hip again.
Is that named after the magazine?
They stole the name from me, man.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Because I used to love the Famous Monsters magazine when I was a kid.
Oh, of course. Forey Ackerman and the Acker Mansion and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I know of which you speak, and I think that we could definitely commiserate on all things Famous Monsters. But It's actually, number one, it's a song I haven't played in 20 years. Number two, I couldn't even find lyrics for it, and I thought I'm not going to transcribe my own lyrics today and try to figure this song out. So I'm glad you're taking up the slack with the more the outrightly.
By the way, we've got somebody here. We have somebody here watching from the Philippines. Hello to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're still watching when we play.
Yeah, that's true. We're frightening people away.
I think we need someone from Transylvania now, but the Philippines is pretty. When that first popped up there, I thought that is awesome,
Yeah.
But,
apparently, it's like somebody Howie knows. So good on you, man. There's James.
There's James.
We are international. We have somebody hula-ing behind you, and I think on that note, I'm going to discreetly move you back into the zone of indifference, and I will see you guys again at the end.
You got it, Professor.
All right. Yeah. Professor. Yeah, I am a professor, but in some ways I think I'm more of a confessor here in this place of puns. So, yes, hello again. Let me make my adjustment. Another thing that's become kind of de rigueur with well, I mean, this was happening before, everybody locked down, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. But like the casualness with which we're Zooming and online and people will just reach up and move their screen this way or that way. And, once upon a time, that kind of, casual, I can't think of another word, like fix would have seemed so unprofessional. But we've all gotten used to that stuff. And anyway, if anything, when I first envisioned Folk U, it had very little to do with professionalism, at least as I would define it, or as I would see other people tossing it around. A little loose around the edges is just fine with me, and it's exactly what it's all about. So my adjustment is done. So I have one more song here, and I want to do another one from Good Grief. And as I said, this is another Howie number, and it's a song called Heather's Diary, and it's based on a compendium of people that I knew when I lived in San Francisco. And people I didn't know that well, not that I couldn't have based it on people I knew well, but it's just like people I had met peripherally who kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And so I kind of folded them all into this character of Heather. And the song on the Good Grief album is probably my favorite track on there. And it comes off well acoustically, I think, but I just love how the album version came together. And it was put together rather piecemeal, where I was sending sound files around to different people that I would like to have play on it. And a shout out to my friend, George Friend, who's from Detroit, who is the guitar player on that song. And on any really super tasty guitar playing on there is probably George. Howie's drumming is fantastic on it. The whole thing is just really awesome. And when it was finally all put together, the piecemeal quality can sometimes be a problem for you because it just doesn't gel. You're not playing live in the room together, and there's a lot you can say for that. But this one was a really pleasant surprise for me. Pleasant surprise about unpleasant people. So anyway, Heather's Diary. Heather's candles smell just like patchouli. She lit them up all around the room. Said it was a method for relaxing. With that said, she put on her costume. A kimono was the clothing she most admired, for comfort and style as well as for ease. With it on her mind was free to wander, stimulated by cups of herbal tea. She has a book where she writes her innermost thoughts and dreams. For her eyes only, Heather's diary. She shares a pad with a roommate named Carol. But Carol was a boy and not a girl. His father was a banker from Vancouver, and Carol had traveled all around the world. Once he moved in, Heather developed a crush on him. For Carol was a handsome young man. She made him breakfast every single morning. Eggs and bacon sizzling in the pan. Then one night Heather walked in on Carol kissing his friend Barry, and wrote it down in Heather's diary. Politics is something Heather cares about, though she admits there's lots she doesn't know. Her mother was a staunch Republican who called the neighbors next door Negroes. Since she moved out and went away to college, it's been a real learning experience. She took some classes in existentialism, took some drugs and tried some kinky sex. Things just happen, and when they do, she records them honestly in the pages of Heather's diary. Writes it down in Heather's diary. For her eyes only, Heather's diary.
All right, Larry. Good to hear that one again too.
Thank you. Yes. Serious. Your playing on that was amazing. Sometimes doing that kind of thing, and we did the bass and drums and the initial track for that song live. We recorded that stuff live and kept those tracks. But you just never know when you start laying the other stuff on top what's going to happen. And I just really love how perverse the song really sounded in the end. I can't thank you enough again. We need to do more of that in the future if I can rope you in.
You may. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I will keep that under advisement. Take it under advisement. So Howie, looking forward to this. We'll see you then at the end for the big ceremony. There'll be fireworks. I've just got to get them ready. And looking forward again.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Larry. And again, to the League of Erics. I'm not sure I'm going to sleep tonight with some of those images you've planted in my brain. So I'll be awake all night. So one last song, and thank you, Larry and the Erics, for letting me play alongside them. children live in houses end to end in the suburbs, trusting madmen to protect them, believing in fairy tales right up to the end. I can't see how this could be, living with the enemy. I can't see how this could be, living with the enemy. Forecast sunny, sky full of money. Life's a beach if you're lucky enough to have one. Sell the planet, count the profit, and sleep like a baby every single night. I can't see how this could be, living with the enemy. I can't see how this could be, living with the enemy. And we do a little dance, and it goes like this. And we do a little dance, and it goes like this. There's no cure. The only thing I know is there's no cure. And we do a little dance, and it goes like this. And we do a little dance, and it goes like this.
Okay.
Woo!
Hey!
Yeah!
That's fantastic! We were just getting our guitars on, otherwise we'd be clapping. Yay! And don't worry about sleeping, Howie. That it's not going to happen because our last song tonight, our last song is the creepiest of them all. It closes out our EP. So, Howie, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you, and thank you for playing with us, man. I'm so glad we got to hear you play. So, awesome.
Likewise.
This is our album closer. Eric, do you want to say anything about what inspired it?
This is a song I wrote a long time ago. It's had various different versions. I may be happiest with this version that we're doing as the League of Erics. The song is somewhat influenced by a Stephen King book called The Dead Zone. There's a story in the middle about a serial killer, and this song is called Serial Killer Chic. I'm so tight. I wear black leather over skeleton thighs. When I sleep all day,
Door goes tight, and I don't go out broad daylight. But I'm looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. Looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. Out tonight is what I need. Make a friend, that's what you need. I'm not too old, I'm not past my prime. I'm in no hurry, cause I've got time. And I'm looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. Looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. You go! Every night, the only way, the dark and cold is where you lay. I'm not too old, I'm not too far gone. I'll say goodnight before the dawn. And I'm looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. Looking slick and I'm feeling lean. I'm a destination, nothing, I'm a killer machine. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
So, hey, Eric's now we're back in the triumvirate across here now, so you're going to have to squeeze in there a little bit so we can see your wonderful faces there. So, that was awesome.
Thank you.
You guys always sound good. You sound good separate. You sound even gooder together. So, thank you so much.
We do try to be gooder.
We always strive to be gooder.
It's the only thing we can do, right? Right.
Yeah.
So official big thanks to League of Erics, and let's
Thank you, Larry, for having us.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Howie.
Yes, thank you, Howie.
And for Howie as well. Let's give him a hand. Yes. And thus ends our October edition of the Folk U, our penultimate 19th year show.
Oh,
so
great.
I couldn't imagine a better lineup for it. It's good to hear everybody. Looking forward to doing more of this in 2022, hopefully in person. Does anyone have any other? You definitely plugged your EP, and it did. I put a little on Twitter. I mentioned it too.
Yeah, I'm a whore, so it's
But a lovable whore.
Do you have like a website or something you want to hawk for people?
theleagueoferics.com. Make sure you put the in there. theleagueoferics.com. Yep.
Yeah.
If leagueoferics.com is some sort of like reptile pornography or something, is that?
Yes. It's filthy geckos.
And we've got a stake in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you deserve a stake in that. Yeah.
You get a penny a click.
Lizard porno. Yeah.
A penny a click, man. Oh, that's sweet. That's like Spotify money. That's hyper Spotify money.
That's hyper Spotify money. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and Howie, did you have anything that you wanted to hype for people other than your fine songwriting and your general deftness as a human being?
Oh, shucks. Thank you so much. I still have a box of about 100 of the CDs I had burned in 2001. And if anyone finds me on Facebook, I'm there and writes to me and wants one, I will send it to you at my own expense.
Cool.
You cannot beat that, and it's a great album. It's a really I'm Not Okay, You're Not Okay, which is one of my favorite titles.
That's a great title. That's a great title.
The chortling is happening right there.
That's the era in which I grew up. Those books were all around the house.
I think we all recall that, right, fellas? Right, Erics?
Yeah, my first solo album was called "Life Is a Bowl of Cherries," and what the fuck am I doing here? No, I'm kidding.
The next one, right?
The next one, yeah, one of the ones I'll do next week.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to stop my needless yammering here. Once again, thanks to the League of Erics, to Howie Kantoff. I'm Larry Odeen. Be back in November for our last show of the year. We take December off, third Friday of the month, whatever day that is. So hopefully tune in for that.
Right before Thanksgiving.
It is. Ooh,
Yep.
Perfect. Well, I have plenty of songs that could be construed as turkeys, so this one will work out
There you
just
go.
fine for me. If I didn't get the Halloween vibe right. So guys, hang on. I'm gonna take us off the broadcast waves here, and then we'll have a couple of our own private.
Thanks everybody for tuning in from the Philippines and around the world, man.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for listening. Howie, thank you for listening and not throwing ridicule at us.
That's right.
That
Ridicule.
wouldn't be imaginable. And thank you guys too.
Thank you.
All right, guys, hang tight. Put on your best end of broadcast faces, and we'll see ya.